Bonjour, oui, ça va, Alex. Bonjour, bienvenue sur le stream de Papy. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner, c'est gratuit, ça mange chouette pas. Mettre la cloche à cliquer aux heures que je suis bien en stream. Et toi, ça va? Mettre un pouce bleu et un commentaire.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Ouais, ça peut aller. Je me réveille tranquillement. Ah, toi aussi. Ah, 10h. Ouais, c'est un peu vide en ce moment. Bonjour, bonjour Tim, comment tu vas? J'espère en trouver. Franchement. Hmm. En plus, moi qui attendais Shadow, obligé d'attendre en février. Bah oui. Surtout qu'il va être rebooté le jeu. Hmm. Quoi? Bon, j'ai compris. Hmm. Ah bah, moi donc. Hmm. Hein? Mais sérieux les mecs, arrêtez de venir. Arrêtez de venir, arrêtez, ça commence à me saouler là. Bon, allez, vas-y, ferme-moi dessus, que t'attends là. Ça commence à me saouler les mecs qui viennent. Mais putain, lâche-moi! Mmh. Ouais. Mmh. Ça, c'est un jeu d'infiltration, les mecs, ils ont déjà, ils se retournent en 2 secondes, quoi. Ah, vous retournez pas. C'est la règle de base. Ah ouais, bah, faudra que j'essaye un jour. N'oubliez pas de mettre le petit pouce, ça aide à papy. Ça fait un petit soutien de plus, si vous voulez.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our
Oh oui.
presence.
J'en fais pas mal sur la chaîne.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir. Who goes there?
Non, hey, lève-toi. Mais ça l'a touché. Mais pourquoi il bouge lui? Putain. Non mais je t'ai touché. Mais je te touche 3 fois, je t'ai touché. Mais tu vas tomber, oui. Putain. Oh, ça m'énerve les mecs, tu les touches, ils tombent pas, quoi. Voilà. Putain, de tension, de tension. Quatre fois que je lui tire dessus, 4 fois. Quoi. Ne bouge pas. Quoi? Il y en a encore? Mais stop! Pour les flèches! Oh! Ça m'énerve ça. Ah! Putain! Je m'énerve pas, toi, t'es le matin, quoi! Prends les flèches quand je te le dis, espèce d'enculé. Ah, je vais aller voir ça, ouais.
Who goes there?
Après,
Oh,
j'ai un décalage sur YouTube. Attends 2 secondes, je reboot là.
Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Voilà. Oh, j'aime pas quand ça décolle.
The Colonel will be joining
Bonjour
us soon.
Samuel, bonjour, bonjour.
Comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to
Comment
change
tu vas, mon cher
course.
Alexis?
What? The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear,
Bah, un peu sur
they're
YouTube de
going
temps en
right over
temps.
the fringe.
D'ailleurs, ça sera sur Twitch tout à l'heure.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials.
Stop, chat.
We need
Je m'en
4
plus là
shots.
que je joue.
Metal Gear from the front right, and front
Ah bah,
left,
courage à toi,
and
mon
close-up
Samuel.
of the
Courage.
Marine Corps marker.
J'arrive.
Marcus,
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
all right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed.
Ah, ça va être chiant pour prendre des
I've
photos.
made
ça.
arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the
Et après celui-là, on fera le 3.
The app will automatically
Attends
launch
que le
and
4
download
arrive
the
l'année
image
prochaine.
data from the camera, split the files and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Bah déjà là, on perd 5 minutes là à parler là.
At the moment, every
Non. Comment
industrialized
sauvegarde.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
Parce que j'ai pas envie de te refaire.
The Chinese have a proverb that goes, scholars hold in esteem knowledge, not acts. See, they just sit around thinking instead of actually doing something. which doesn't make them too
Ah
useful.
bah oui, hein, l'exo c'est
Action is
sûr.
what matters, I think.
Moi j'achète quasiment plus rien là. Hein.
Snake, have you noticed that you bring her up a lot?
Huh? That isn't the...
Here we go again. What am I gonna do with you?
Like I was saying.
You and your hyperactive libido. It's a good thing one of us can keep all the details straight.
Nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
Ah,
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability.
Ah moi je vais prendre tout mon temps, je vais pas me presser. Hein. Tu vas pas mettre un chrono dans un jeu.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power... The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central...
Ouais, là je dois m'adapter aux lumières. Là. Je me souviens.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy,
Là je dois attendre.
especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left! Intruder in the back! Intruder to the left! You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Bonjour, bonjour Réveillère. Merci.
Metal Gear.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's.
Alors, je dois me mettre devant pour prendre la photo. Je me souviens. Surtout pas trop bouger.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive fire.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour à
It
tous.
is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave.
Good.
With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea.
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde.
And land as we never have before. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Good.
Maintenant, il faut y aller
Let's
doucement.
continue.
Maintenant, il faut que j'y aille
George
doucement
C.
maintenant.
surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after
Faut
the
pas que je
failed
touche à
cost of his
ça.
influence in the political community. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. The Metal Gear Rex Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex.
Good.
We're here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission.
Donc, je les ai vus.
Bear that in mind. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces.
Je crois que c'est bon, hein. J'ai hésité.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. What's next? This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, what am I seeing now? We only need one good shot of the lettering. What's next? It's almost right.
At work trying to exploit this.
Mais quelle photo il te montre, connard!
Human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. and we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
Non, mais il va où, lui?
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first one I'm seeing is... We only need one good shot of the lettering.
Bon, ce fils de pute, il commence à me casser les couilles avec ses photos. Ah. Alors, téléphone. Téléphone probablement pour s'allumer, quoi. Il faut leur taper dessus, des fois, pour que ça s'allume plus vite. Mais arrête de faire ça. Oublie. Putain, voilà. Pas 3 heures pour changer un truc. Putain, mais dépêche-toi un peu. C'est ce que j'ai fait dans la vidéo. C'est ce que j'ai fait. Alors pourquoi il l'a pas compté, cet abruti, là? C'est ce que j'ai fait. Oh là là, putain, des fois il y a des jeux qui fonctionnent mal.
Train of nuclear specialists in the black market trade in weapons grade plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over. We once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure that we never know that fear again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians of this peace. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system. You must be tense. Let's do a little...
Good.
Left.
Ça fait 3. Oh oui, ils sont chiants avec ça. Voilà, parce que j'en ai oublié une. Ça, j'en ai 3. Et alors là, la vidéo met 3 plans pour se mettre en mode quoi. Ouais, celle-ci, je l'ai faite. Puis alors la vidéo, hein, qu'est-ce qu'elle rame? Voilà, je les ai toutes faites. Alors pourquoi tu me casses les couilles? Mais putain, le mur.
Front. Up. Down.
Good.
Front.
Ah. Qu'est-ce que...
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. The other photo of the front works. You don't need to take another.
Voilà,
We,
c'est
the
bon.
Marines, will lead
Voilà,
the
c'est
charge
bon.
into a new world order with Metal
Oh,
Gear.
c'est chiant avec ça.
That is all. Dismissed.
Ah, tu m'as envoyé un message,
Excellent speech,
Samuel.
my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
Samuel.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
Un film sans une action sur les titans, ce serait pas mal.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Ah, il mange demain vendredi, j'en peux plus d'attendre.
Ray is the key.
Ouais.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of
Surtout que la cinématique elle va durer 20 minutes.
I came to take it back.
Ah, j'en peux plus d'attendre demain, moi, j'en peux plus. Parce que je veux refaire quelque chose pour dimanche, mais il faut que j'aille le chercher.
How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel.
Alors, ceux qui disent qu'il faut comprendre le 4.
For all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Ah, attends, je vais
Metal
répondre à la
Gear
mission.
only has room for one. Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Disons que je vais chercher un truc demain, mais j'ai pas le droit de streamer avant dimanche soir. Ouais. Mais par contre, on fera la découverte sur YouTube. Parce que les découvertes se fait sur YouTube.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Je le préviens, je l'intéresse tous présents. Ouais. Ouais. Parce que ça, il sort le 8 et j'ai 48 heures d'accès anticipé. Il sort le 8, j'ai 48 heures anticipé, ça fait qu'il arrivera le... le 7, le 6, ouais, ça sera dimanche soir.
If you
Ouais.
wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for
Bonjour,
your
bonjour
life.
Nero, bonjour comment tu vas mon ami. Comme le 1, on avait fini Metal Gear 1, on attaque le 2, et après on attaque encore Metal Gear 3, et l'année prochaine Metal Gear 4, on arrivera sur Play. Voilà. Là, ça va, ça va. Par contre, je sais pas si j'ai mis la première vidéo que j'avais faite. Je sais pas si j'ai mis la première vidéo. Attends, je vais vérifier. Attends, je vais vérifier si j'ai mis la première vidéo. Non. Ici.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're
Allez, la première vidéo, elle est là.
I know what it's like, brother.
Ah, elle est là, la première vidéo. Allez, la première vidéo est déjà mise sur le truc. Voilà. Bon. Elle a été mise le 20 septembre. Voilà.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm.
Liquid's on.
Entrer dans une playlist. Ah bah c'est la serpette, je peux pas vous dire. Attends, je recommence. Non, je te dis quoi.
You don't have what it takes after all.
On va dire qu'elle est en train de changer mes phrases.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker.
Mais putain, mets-le là, c'est un beauté. Clique. Voilà, elle est faite. Voilà, c'est bon. J'ai créé une playlist pour ça. Voilà. J'ai créé la playlist. Comme ça, la première vidéo est dans la playlist, celle-là je la mettrai plus tard. Voilà, elle est là. Voilà. Voilà. bien me faire un petit café. Alors les vidéos, ça sera que des vidéos de 2 heures à chaque fois. Reviens, on allait même à la maison.
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Ramène la pizza. Et le placard avec. Ah, oui. Oh oui, ils sont extrêmement. Bah, je vous laisse lire. Moi, je lis pas. Parce que j'ai mal au crâne, alors je vais pas lire.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
Et le pack de bière. Dès le matin, il pense à ça, lui. Hein.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important
Bon,
person?
Samuel, j'espère que t'es encore là.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Il va être traumatisé dans 10 minutes, il va être traumatisé. Il va y voir un psy. Allez, arrêtez les cinématiques aussi longues. Et encore, t'as pas vu les cinématiques du... Encore. T'as pas vu les cinématiques du 3 et du 4 encore. C'est encore pire les cinématiques. C'est encore 2 fois plus longues. Alors, ce que j'ai compris, le volume 2 de Metal Gear arriverait à mars. Entre mars, à peu près mars ou mai. Avec Metal Gear 4. L'autre, c'est parti, il va discuter pendant 20 minutes.
This is Snake. I'm now inside strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind
Je le branche pas à vie dans mon chargeur. Dès que j'ai chargé le téléphone ou la tablette, je retire.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Ah, ça y est, je peux prendre... Ah, enfin. Bon, t'es prêt, Samuel? Coucou, placard. Placard. Ah, j'ai du mal avec les touches. Hein. Au placard. Attends, je suis en train de chercher. Je sais que le rasoir, il est quelque part par là-dedans. Je crois que c'est dans l'autre. Mais, mais laisse-moi nager tranquille. Samuel. Ah, je sais que c'est comment faire.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Voilà, on l'a. On l'a trouvé. Voilà. Voilà, ah ouais, encore une cinématique là.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
C'est le genre de jeu que tu vas pas streamer sur Twitch parce qu'il y a certaines choses qui sont pas autorisées. Je crois qu'il y avait un... Attends, je crois qu'il y avait un... Là, il n'y a rien. Là, il n'y a rien. Merde. Là, j'ai ramassé tout ce qu'il y avait dans la zone. Maintenant. Placard. Encore la cinématique.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd, node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Parce qu'il faut les faire tous, les ordinateurs. Il y a un trophée pour ça. Il n'y avait pas de trophée à l'époque. Maintenant, ils en ont mis sur PlayStation 5. Et sur Xbox Series, c'est le PC. Metal Gear, il m'en manque pas mal de trophées. Hein. Mais ils sont de ravoir.
According to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
Le nœud. The
nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Par contre. Bah t'as me dérangé l'enfant, quoi.
You won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with. They certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
Regardez, qui est le boss derrière? Big Boss.
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Tu comprends pour ce que j'ai en train de faire. Et je vais le mettre là. Ah, attends. S'il se réveille, il va me voir. Choco. Encore dernier, ça veut dire quoi? Bon, bah, je vais mettre ça. Et où ce putain de mieux? Et le N, il est où? On peut pas revenir là? Non mais. Il n'y a pas un bouton pour revenir en arrière. Voilà. Attends, P... Ah, attends. Il manque la P là, comment ça se fait-il? Putain de jeu, tu vas m'obéir. T'es français quand je mets le P ou pas? Ou tu fais exprès de pas comprendre ce que je marque? Non. Il a essayé de me casser les couilles jusqu'au bout. Hein. Non. Non. Ah, quand tu parles pas anglais, quoi, ils te foutent ça n'importe comment. Attends. Ça, c'est quoi, ça? C'est un M ou quoi, ça? Ah, papy. Posté. Voilà. Je présume qu'il faut que je mette la date à l'envers, c'est ça? Parce que moi, je suis né le 3 janvier, mais comme c'est... Leur truc, c'est à la con. Il est fait à l'envers, au lieu de le faire droit. Ouais. C'est bon comme ça. C'est comme ça qu'il faut la mettre ou pas? Parce que moi, les gens ne me répondent pas, quoi. Y a quelqu'un qui parle anglais ou quoi? Peut m'expliquer le truc, parce que j'ai l'impression que c'est à l'envers. Et on peut pas mettre l'année. Bon. Alors, mode d'affichage. On, type 2, ajuste format d'image et cinématique en temps réel. Non. Connection Canton. Normal, groupe, question. Hésite, retourne à l'écran. Je comprends pas.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot
Ah, c'est bon,
you,
c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bien.
The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves. and an analyst to work on the data too.
Bon,
Jack, is everything all
là,
right?
voilà.
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows
Fox,
you better than anybody else.
Avec le nid de
Rose
Joe
may
dans le
be in the
premier.
service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses.
Moi, tu sais, dans Metal Gear, le perso que j'ai bien aimé me battre contre le boss, c'est Sniper Wolf.
It was the power of the operative's will to
Ah là là.
survive.
C'est une sacrée de loulou, la manana, non?
have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Ah ben, laisse-moi tranquille, laisse-moi faire voir.
The enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Ah, il va enlever son masque, normalement. Raiden.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
Ah, putain, il est beau.
Their leader is
Ah, il est encore beau sur Ps5. Hein. Il est beau, hein.
The hero of Shadow Moses?
Alors, j'ai pris la collection sur Xbox et j'ai pris la collection sur Ps5.
But he can't be the solid
Et je prendrai la volume 2 sur Ps5 et Xbox
on
One.
that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Ça, c'est un jeu qu'il faut éviter de me mettre dans les pattes. Hein.
Not a chance.
Je l'ai fini Metal Gear 2, je l'ai fini sur Xbox, là je le refais sur Ps5. Je l'avais fait sur Twitch, hein, Xbox. Et là je le fais sur Xbox.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on
Par contre, j'ai un truc dans le tout à
shell
l'heure
1
quand
at
j'aurai
the
fini.
moment.
Faut que je corrige un truc parce que j'ai marqué Snake is back, mais je mettrai autre chose.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
C'est parti. Alors, vous oubliez pas qu'il y a des plaques aussi à récupérer sur le jeu pour avoir le trophée. On va faire attention aux oiseaux de merde parce que ça pique. Alors, attends, on va faire la sauvegarde. Attends. On va faire la première.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not
Parce
now?
que j'ai pas envie de me retaper toute la cinématique si je viens à m'arrêter de chose.
I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Ah, attends, que je me souvienne. Me dites rien. Mais il va arrêter de m'appeler sur les 5 minutes.
SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Un petit placard. Ah, laisse-moi, il y a Samuel qui demande un placard. Oh!
I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Ah, c'est bon, j'arrête de me parler, là, ou je peux...
Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you know when it's being found. If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it. First, walk up to the body, and with all weapons deselected, press the weapon button to pick it up.
Tu me prends pour un abruti, toi. Tu me prends pour un con.
With the body in your grasp. Release the weapon button to let go of the body.
On fera les plaques plus tard, hein, je perds pas mon temps. Allez, on va mettre Samuel dans le placard, il va faire sa petite sieste. Allez, au placard Samuel, affaire de là. Non, c'est pas par là, c'est le côté. Dodo. Ouais, c'est là, si je me souviens. Ce psy, on parlait carré. Hein? Allez, rebolote.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways.
Ah, ça, je le fais pas, ça, parce qu'il lâche facilement le truc.
I'm giving it a try.
Moi, je vais direct.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero.
Dans ce jeu-là, on va utiliser beaucoup de placards. Hein, et placards les laisser.
Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Je vais attendre de comprendre. Et encore cinématique, encore. Et encore. Ça dure. J'ai le temps d'aller me faire un café, d'aller chercher mes pains au chocolat. Ouais. D'accord, bah, bon courage à toi, mon ami. Ouais. Tu lui parleras de placard et de tout ce que tu vois. De dire, les Metal Gear, je les fais que sur YouTube. Hein. Ouais. Ouais, j'ai appris ça ce matin, ça me dégoûte. Assassin's Creed Shadow, quand elle commence à me refroidir complètement, là. Tu savais ce qu'ils vont mettre dans Assassin's Creed Shadow? Bah, vous savez quoi? Ils vont mettre un mode cop, comme dans Unity. Et ça sera sur moi. Si c'est ça, je ne le fais pas. Ça m'intéresse pas. Pratique, alors des missions cop, il faudra faire avec quelqu'un. Moi, ça m'intéresse pas. Ah, c'est qu'après, on a eu des passettes pour l'instant. Pour l'instant, on ne sait pas si c'est vrai, mais on verra.
What are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Bon. Ouais, à l'époque, j'en avais chié pour le battre, lui. Hein. Mais je connais ses points faibles. Hein.
Get down!
Where is he?
Strange smell.
Merci, Samuel. Bon courage à toi. Ouais. Bon courage. Merci d'être passé, mon ami, comme d'habitude. Tu m'envoies un message ou une vidéo sur Discord, sur Instagram, sur Internet.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, Queen?
Are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Snake. Sneaky.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Raiden, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Il a pas y aller. Il faut encore attendre. Parce que dans 30 minutes, j'arrête à 10 heures. Moi, j'ai 2-3 trucs à faire. Il faut que je prenne ma douche, tout ça.
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Pom pom.
bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's
141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place
Vite,
or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
80.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Il faut que je trouve un rasoir quelque part par ici. Pour lui donner. Ah, regardez. Là, il y a une bombe, mais ça, c'est... Tu vas pas t'en occuper pour l'instant. Merde, c'est pas ça.
He's asleep?
Là, comme ça, je suis enregistré. On va faire un sauvegarde parce que j'ai pas envie de m'en taper toi. Ouais, je vais sauvegarder, hein. Voilà.
Rose, are you okay?
Yes, thank you. It really scared me at first, but I think I've gotten used to it.
J'ai pas envie de m'en
I'll be
retaper
behind
tout.
you all the way, so don't
Merci.
worry.
Ça, je vais m'endormir un deuxième fois.
Not quite. It's not women that are strong. It's me.
Just as long as I can count on you.
Actually, that's not true. It still scares me to death. But I'll be strong. I'll try. For you. Good luck.
On fera plus tard, hein, pour chercher le rasoir et tout le bordel. Cinématique. Ah, regarde, il y a une belle demoiselle qui va arriver pour toi, regarde. Hein. Ah, j'en ai chez aussi pour la dégommer. Regarde à verre. Regarde, une belle demoiselle en détresse. Elle a besoin d'un homme.
What the hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
let them take the president! Ready grenades! A dud!
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Elle tire celle-là, oui. Elle te met dans l'ombre. Hein. Elle est méchante, la dame. Hein. Ah, on va être à 2 heures dans 10 minutes, là. Ah, le pigeon, il s'est fait griller, quoi.
Sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Alors, il faut que je me souvienne des touches, parce que là, il faut que je passe le truc, là. Bah, elle est en robe, l'autre.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Un gros avion.
It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Bah, on va sauvegarder, parce que j'ai pas envie de me retaper tout.
Jack, is that you?
Parce que là, je vais faire une erreur.
Jack, when you
Parce qu'il n'y a pas de sauvegarde auto dans le jeu. Il faut sauvegarder souvent.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, Yeah, I guess that's okay too.
Ça veut dire qu'elle sait pas se cuisiner.
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
Don't worry.
Ah, je vais devoir ranger mon arbre parce que je vais devoir passer certains trucs un peu compliqués. Voilà, c'est pas maintenant. Allez, après ça, il y aura une cinématique. C'est où la grenouille? Je sais qu'il y a une espèce de grenouille à prendre dans le coin là. Il y a un trophée pour ça. Ça. Il y a une bombe là, regardez. Ça semble pas lui tirer dessus parce que vous allez faire sauter tout le bordel. Cinématique.
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid.
Bon, tu es prêt à voir les affiches cochonnes à verre? Je vais te faire plaisir.
Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head, also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did.
Ah.
Can't keep up with everybody, as you can
Alors,
see.
les photos cochonnes dans le jeu. Il y en a
The
plein.
famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside.
Et déjà, il y en a une ici, juste dans le coin. Là. Ah, le cochonne.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10.
C'est le strip qui déconne là.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10?
Ça, à 10h, je vais arrêter. Moi, je vais arrêter après ça.
We're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard
Okay,
anything
s'il
about
n'y a pas
that.
une...
He had official orders with him.
Alors, s'il n'y a pas de mise à jour là.
We'll leave that for
Parce que des
later.
fois, il y a une mise
Right
à
now,
jour
we
sur ma
need to
tablette
figure
sans
out how to
prévenir.
deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own.
Ah, j'ai envie d'aller aux toilettes, mais j'attends que ça se finisse, ça. Que je puisse arrêter le stream, là, il me proposait.
Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
Bah, dépêche-toi un peu, j'ai envie d'aller aux toilettes.
This
Ah.
is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray
Ouais,
this
si,
on
j'ai les
something
toilettes
and-
quand.
There we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
Ah,
What if he's
tant
using
qu'on peut,
some
hein.
other odorless substance?
On va d'aller aux toilettes.
I know Fat Man well.
Ouais, voilà, il nous refait
What
encore un
aesthetics
truc.
he is.
Signatures?
Yes, on every bomb he builds,
Ça fait
he
2 heures,
always
là.
leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
Yeah, on a compris.
Big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the
C'est bien
radar
plus tard, vous serez libre de faire ce que vous voulez. Et après, ils vont arrêter de vous emmerder. Vous pourrez faire ce que vous voulez. Mais là, ils n'arrêtent pas. Des cinématiques, blablabla, cinématiques, blablabla.
here in strut C as well.
Here?
Ah, il y a encore une.
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses.
J'aime pas
His
dépasser
ideas
mes
are
2
based
heures.
on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
Ah, la première carte.
What's this?
Il y en a 5 en
Security
total,
card
si je me
issued to
souviens.
shell personnel. The big shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The 2 of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
140.5.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
40.5.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally team leaders stay
Oh, mais c'est pas vrai. Whoa!
And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while.
Quand lui
If I
sera,
lock the door, it should be all right.
lui, quand il sera mort, on pourra récupérer plein de trucs là-dedans. Pour
I'll
l'instant, on
give you
peut pas.
instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Artifice. Bon, on va faire plaisir un petit peu à Verne avant d'y aller. La photo. Ah, pas encore. Bah, je vais me mettre comme ça. Regarde Verne. J'ai pas encore l'appareil pour prendre des photos. Non. D'ailleurs. Tu veux l'avoir encore plus près. Non. Bon, on va faire un sauvegarde ici. Bon. Ouais, 140, 25.
Right. There's still C4 in the strut where you are.
Where?
All right, let me give you a hint. Look for a place that guys have never entered up to this point. A special place that guys have wanted to enter but simply couldn't. A place that you couldn't enter if the situation wasn't as such. Oh, looks like you were in there already. My.
Voilà, on va faire la sauvegarde. Voilà,
What can I do for you, Jack?
Ouais, bah tais-toi.
Hang in there.
Alors, merci Albert, merci Alexios, Samuel, merci Nero, merci à tous ceux qui étaient là. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner, c'est gratuit, ça ne me souhaite pas. Mettre la cloche à cliquer que vous entendra que je suis bien en stream. Mettre un pouce bleu et un commentaire. Bye bye. Merci pour ceux qui veulent me retrouver sur Twitch. Attendez, je vous donne ça tout de suite. Voilà, Twitch, c'est ça. Voilà. Le soir, on fait des soirées l'horreur pour Halloween en ce moment. Voilà, chaque soir. Voilà. Allez, à tout à l'heure. Bisous. Au revoir, bonne journée. Et dans l'après-midi. Allez, au revoir.